Thank you so much for staying with Sunrise. Born Craig Alton Kirkland spent the best part of his childhood growing up in Featherbed Lane, a small residential district in Spanish Town. Looking back on his school days, Craig fondly recalls the vibes I get while performing make me say, yes, I wanted to do this professionally. My school peers were the ones who made me first feel like a true star. Let's welcome Craig, more popularly recognized by his pseudonym or moniker. Is it Amaziyah the Great? To share more, good morning and welcome to Sunrise. Is that Amaziyah? That's the pronunciation?
Amaziyah.
Amaziyah. All right. So take us back to your early years growing up in Featherbed Lane in Spanish Town. What were those years like?
Well, you know, growing up at Featherbed Lane in Spanish Town, it was really an interesting journey for me. You know, as I grew disciplined, I grew in family home. You know, my siblings, my dad and stepmom. Yeah, and we had to do chores regularly. Unlike what I see these kids don't want to do nowadays, but we had to rake the yard, we had to grate the coconut, we had to, you know, go to the market with my stepmom. And we had so many chores lined out, you know, so it was, and then we have to go to church every single Sunday. So it was really, you know, fun for us.
And you attended Dint Hill in Linstead, and this is where your artistic side was nurtured. Talk to us about that.
Well, all right. It started off being creative. It started off by me marking the walls. It's not a good thing, but you graffiti. And I was, you know, summoned by the then acting principal, Miss Mackenzie. We talked somewhat. And, you know, I think she identified the creativity in me, and she says, Kirkland, if you want to, you know, do drawings, you know, do something positive. But every single Ambrose that you wrote on the wall, because the time they used to call me Ambrose Skull. So every single writing where you put on the wall, I had to go purchase a paint and paint them out. You get me? Yes. So after that, I did a mural, and, you know, I started getting some recognition somewhat. I also drew a comic, and, you know, it went popular. It wasn't, I won't say it was an appropriate comic, to be honest. Because, you know, when you're young and you're naive and all of that, you tend to draw, you know, anything that comes to your mind. So from then, people start, you know, getting used to me. And still being poetic, all of that grabbed the attention of many females, and, you know, I was then called upon to do a performance while it was Teachers' Day, and, you know, when we start, there's something there, a whole heap of applause and a whole heap of, you know, attention. So yeah, man.
So it was graffiti to comic to poetry and then music eventually. So take us back to 2001 when you met Richie Stevens. What was that all about?
Well, I was, the late Christine Hewitt was the person who we did a role with. We were by the Hilton Hotel in New Kingston. I don't remember what the event, Steven Seagal, I think, came to Jamaica. See, so Richie Stevens was there, Bankilos was there, and, you know, them time I had my hair grow. So they were saying, like, me have the image of, they were debating on Bounty Killer and Buju Banton.
Yes.
You get what I say? So that was a debate. You get me? And, you know, Carly in the dance queen was also there, and she said, you know, I saw you and thought you was Bounty Killer. And I go like this, yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah, man.
And so he encouraged you to change the name from Ambrose Skull
to... Ambrose Skull to... Yes. He said, be something great, you get me? And another friend of mine was suggesting the same thing too, because they're always saying, yo, when I like the Amber Skull, something there. So, I was reading the Bible one day and I realized that Amaziyah was a king, and I like that name. So I kind of spell it different, because when I saw that name, I see the word amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see I myself, and I see Yahweh,
Right.
the amazing one created by the Most High. So that's basically my definition, to be honest.
Absolutely. And so you got involved in filmmaking in 2002. So it's from one thing to the next, and you've been exploring these areas. Talk to us about that.
Because the thing is, being creative, and me residing in the ghetto, Spanish Town girls, Praises content. From Featherbed Lane to Praises content. Them time when I got involved in filmmaking, I was around cameras, Ever Ready, Everton Top. He was a person who just, he saw creativity and the talents in me, even just allow me to say, yo, the studio is there, feel free to do what you want as it relates to, do your designs on computer, because he wasn't so computer techy at the time either. So as a young youth who did and started off doing music video, I learned a little bit from Michael Kerr. During that time, I wanted to go more. You get me, answer? Because always try to change up my voice, like, oh, you hear Curly Locks, them from Twin of Things, them. Me always I tried that something when I was younger. Now, being able to access these facilities, this equipment, the first short film I did was Get a Visit.
Yeah.
Me and some friends of mine in the same Praises content community, Barbara Blake Hannah from the Reggae Festival, was hosting that event, and we had to prepare a film, a short 5-minute film within 24 hours. So, yes, we took on that task, and it was successful, and we got our honorary awards. And since then, Peter Gittins from the UK, a film archivist, he and Barbara and Rick Elgood, they always, try to motivate me. And since then, after that, it was another year where I got the Digital Award. After that, it was Northern Caribbean University, Lignum Vitae Fest. I got Best Director, Best Script. So I never stopped doing short films. Then, and talking about short films, I have to big up my sister, Trudy Kirkland, aka Quality. She motivated me to do a short film, like within 3 days and complete it. Like write the script, get the characters. It's called Easter Bun, and it was uploaded last night on YouTube, so people can see the latest work from Amaziyah the Great. Because 2016, when I did My Name is Pam, which is a very inspiring one, I might be able to do that as a poem later on in the show. They can check that out. But since 2016, this is like my first time doing a 30 minutes short film.
So what is in the can for you now, apart from what you just mentioned, as we go through COVID-19? What's in the can for you?
What's in the can for me?
Yes.
Well, right now, me working from home and me putting out more content, I can say no one in my immediate family have passed, but I can say condolences goes out to the ones who lost loved ones. But for me, I think I grew more virtually as it relates to doing online performances, creating more revenue. As my stuff start generating more revenues, so I can say that's all a plus. As it relates to my short movies, my music, and my poetry. It's doing numbers now. The fact that people are not out on the street that much and they are at home wanting to see stuff. So it's always a plus, and I get to interact with more people on my Sunday shows, tell them precisely on YouTube. So people from all over the globe, from Africa, from the United States, from Canada, all 4 corners of the earth. And, people, we as poets now, seeming to grow more and bond more together.
All right. So how can people follow your work on social media? What's your handles?
They can follow me at Precisely Great on Instagram and Twitter. They can even follow me on TikTok at Amaziyah the Great. It's AMAZIYAHTHEGREAT. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Great Amaziyah. I am also on Facebook, Amaziyah the Great Music.
All right.
Yeah.
We just want to say thank you very much for sharing your story. Wish you all the very best. But I'm asking you to take us out of this segment with one or two lines from one of your, poems that you put forward.
Okay. Okay. I think I would go with respect. Because respect, we have to show respect. Before I even go to respect, the boy them we are kill the woman them out the road and the people, them gonna need to stop it. You get to me as the car we send out to domestic violence and abuse. You get to me say, respect now. Because respect goes a far way. We have to respect everybody. You're saying both got brands in London and Somerset sell out. Elaine Thompson lost the race, bully for negative remarks, yellow. What do you expect? Sure respect because history was created. America bow down to a legend, honor, greatly appreciated. Hey, not just locally, but globally, Jamaicans did it. Keep a negative remarks to yourself and don't even get close up with it. Be proud of who you are. I am the great one. To all our athletes and icons, I say congratulations. The problem I encountered every day with my own race, but mine and envy smiling at my own face. Sneaking and creepingly want to take my own space. Mankind so unkind, ignorance front face. Lovers gone below 0 degree, frozen cold state. Pensive in my thoughts, mind traveling zone space. My girlfriend won't even vex with me, says she want time alone space.
All right.
I try to get her attention, focus on her phone face.
All right.
Nowadays we can't
you.
relate, but display more hate. Anger escalate, too much alarming crime rates. The moral slow deteriorates, and that concern me. What kind of society gonna exist in about 2030? Social media is like cancer.
All right, you're gonna have to take it there, Amaziyah.
Okay.
Poet and recording artist, thank you for sharing respect with us. A few lines there. All the very best as you continue to, make waves internationally. Oh boy, Amaziyah the Great there.